What's good, everyone? I'm Steven. I'm back with my tea of the day. Welcome to season 3, episode 21. 21. And let's get into it. So, a few days ago, Miss Monique, was on the T.S. Madison show on Fox. Turn Out, I think is the name of the show. And first of all, Sis Madison, I'm so proud of you. You are killing it, queen. You really got you a whole talk show from Queen's Court to this to that. Like, you're really grinding, and I'm just so proud of you. You did an amazing job with interviewing her and getting the stuff that we wanted out and just being an ear and confirming some shit that you heard personally. So, picture this. It was 2009, and Monique was in this movie called Precious. And she signed on for Precious for $50,000 and 5% of the movie royalties. So this was an indie movie, and she was doing it for her friend Lee Daniels at the time, right? So Precious already had some buzz. So now they're starting to distribute the movie out, and it goes to Sundance. And of course, Sundance is like one of the biggest movie outlets or whatever to get your movies out there. And she was in her third marriage with 2 little kids. So at that time, the movie got picked up, and now it's time for some more backing and stuff like that. So once the movie passed Sundance and everything like that, then Miss Oprah Winfrey and Tyler Perry signed on for executive producers. So they never worked with Monique. Let's be clear. You just signed on for the project, you never worked and filmed the movie. I think a lot of people are getting that mixed up and confused. So let's just set that straight now. So the movie's on, they signed it off, and now it goes to where it needs to go to, right? So now it's time for the award season. And they both wanted her to come to promote the movie. And this is where it got a little fuzzy. And this is where it got, where she was difficult, she was this, she was that. All of the blackball came from this right here. So, Tyler Perry called her and said, hey, I need you to go to Cannes to promote the film. Her words, I can't do that because I'm at home with my babies watching Curious George. And this is my only downtime I have because she already had other things lined up. And that was that. So then Oprah Winfrey called and gave her the thing through. Like, you should go to Cannes because, you know, the movie's doing this, and it would be great for your award, and they're all talking about this, the Oscar, right? And Monique kindly said again, I humbly decline. I'm at home with my babies. Like, this is my third marriage. I'm at home with my babies. This is my only downtime. I'm good. And then they try to get Lee Daniels to see if she can get on board. And again, I humbly declined. And Lee Daniels already knew she's good. She already did what she needed to do. So then Tyler Perry called her again and said, what will I have to do for you to get on this plane? So then she said, there's nothing you can do, but this is my time, so it's a dollar figure. Like, do I need to upgrade your hotel room? Like, do I need to have you there for an extra week, would that make the pot sweeter? She said, no, I'm at home with my babies. And that's where I kind of want to be right now. So then she said, well, what if there's a dollar amount? Like, what? So then he asked about the dollar amount. And so then she said, she gave him a figure, I believe. And then next thing you know, he says, oh, I don't pay for promotion. And then she kindly said, well, I don't work for free. Because at the end of the day, she doesn't have to do this. She doesn't have to promote for a movie. So then they actually get a face-to-face going on, her and Tyler Perry. And she's talking about, if you campaign for this movie, you can, your bracket will be here once you're nominated for the movie. And if you get the award, your bracket will be anywhere between 7 to 13 million for your next movie, something like that. And Monique kindly said, I'm a black woman. I don't know where you're getting that figure from, but I'm a black woman. That's not going to happen. Because she already knows the game. And oftentimes people want you to play the game even though they know that you know the game. They want you to be a fool on their time. And that's her issue with, one of her issues with Tyler. Tyler also went around and made it known that she was difficult to work with, but she never worked with you. So now you're spewing all of this stuff out. So now there was a conversation that was taped. We heard the audio. If you haven't heard it, it should be online somewhere, where he specifically said, Monique, you did nothing wrong. You did everything you needed to do contractually. And he kind of understood her aspect, I guess, a few years after the fact. But he said, let me put out my movie, Boo, and then we can have the conversation and we can get some clarities going. And that conversation never happened. And then recently, he made it known to her that now, after Kevin Hart tried to talk to Tyler, Al Sharpton tried to talk to Tyler to try to get this situation situated. And he did not want to have the conversation. And then he said, you know what? Let's have the conversation. But I'm going to need for you to apologize to me and Oprah. How does it go from me needing an apology because you helped getting me blackballed to then me needing to apologize to you? I'm confused. And I'm quite sure Monique was as well. So, that's her big issue with Tyler Perry. With Lee Daniels. No, let's do Oprah. It's Oprah, Miss Seeley. In The Color Purple, this guy broke it down so colorfully. I think it was around, it was something like, she didn't want to be the maid, and she didn't want to work for free, and then she ended up being the maid anyway, something like that. I forgot how he worded it, but it made so much fucking sense. I'm gonna post it because I did save it, so I'm gonna post it on my IG, so you know what I'm talking about. But Oprah stayed quiet the whole time the blackballing happened. So with Oprah, Monique was molested as a child. And during this time, Monique was, doing the park, and she had the Monique show. She had a lot going on. And Oprah wanted her to be on her show. And have basically a ponderosa with her brother who molested her. And Monique kindly said, I don't fuck with that nigga, so I don't see it happening, kind of thing. So Monique humbly declined that offer because she was not ready to deal with that situation. She wasn't ready to have that conversation, especially not on a live TV setting. Then Oprah Winfrey decided to still have her brother on, her mother, and her father. Her father was a drunk, or was a drunk at that time. And you had all of these people on the show without Monique's permission. That's fucked up. Who does that? And then you expect Monique to then respect you? No, you played the game and you played it well. And as a black woman who is a billionaire, you should know how much one word can destroy your whole career. And you allow that to happen to Monique. Her issue with Lee Daniels is that he did not stand up. And he did not stand out. He didn't stand up or stand out. He didn't make it known that she did not have to campaign for this award. She did everything contractually what me and her agreed on. She did. She did the interviews. She did the rollout. She did this, she did that. She did everything she needed to do contractually for this movie. And so if you want her to do something extra, you would need to pay her coins. And they act like they don't understand that. And then Lionsgate, one of the biggest distribution that you see. Like most movies are from Disney or Lionsgate, and there's one other one that's big, but it's mostly Lionsgate that you see at the beginning of like most of your cinema movies. And Lionsgate said nothing about her being difficult to work with, but did not help her fix. Did not fix her reputation. They said nothing. Nothing at all. So now, where do we go from here? If we get this apology, what is very needed, where do we go from here now? What is the next option? Is Monique going to get roles after this? Or is she just going to be vindicated? Is Rose going to start coming back? Because they were still coming after Precious, but the money, the amount didn't make sense. And you have played in her face for a decade. You let this woman suffer for a decade. And the crazy is, her story never altered and never changed and never deterred. It's been consistent the whole time. I've been writing with her on this for the whole time. Because it's fucked up. Now my question to you, Mo. What's next? After we get vindicated, after you get your credit and your name back, basically. You get standings, what is the word? Your reputation, basically. Once you get your reputation back, and the roles start coming, are you going to start being in more movies? Like, what is the end goal? Because yes, you're fighting for the baby who don't need to fight for, who does not need to then fight for. You want to be like Hattie McDaniels and Alfred Kitt and all of these wonderful sisters who suffered in silence and died, and then they made a movie out of it. We don't want that to happen to Monique, and then y'all, like she said, then now you want to make a movie because I was right. We don't want that to happen. But what is the end goal? What is the best scenario for all parties? But what is the best scenario for Monique? We need an apology from Tyler Perry, from Oprah Winfrey, from Lee Daniels. Where we also need Monique to apologize to them. Afterwards, for how she said it. She was never wrong for what she said. She was never wrong for the wage disparity. She was never wrong for the bias and all of that. But how she said it rubbed people the wrong way. How she said it kept her in this blackball, in my humble opinion. Then we get to this Netflix deal. And we have Netflix coming to Monique, stating she's a legend. They said, Monique, we believe you're a legend. Okay, cool. So we have Dave Chappelle and Chris Rock both coming out with comedy specials. And they're getting $20 million each for the comedy specials. And we have Amy Schumer also going for a comedy special. And she's getting $7 million. And then you have Monique going for a comedy special. And she was offered $500,000. Not even $1 million. $500,000. But you just said that she's a legend. And you said that Chris Rock and Dave Chappelle are legends. Why are the legends different? Why is that legend money different? Make it make sense. Amy Schumer specifically said, I'm not a legend, but I should get more. And what did they give her? More. So then, her comedy special, she got $13 million for. Monique asked for more, and they didn't give her more. So she's currently in the lawsuit for that. For racial bias. So the reason that they gave Monique for why they did not want to give her more is because they didn't know what buzz she can get in the seats. They didn't know what people are going to watch a comedy special. In other words. And they said that they're not going off of anyone's resume. But I'm quite sure you went off of Dave Chappelle's resume. I'm quite sure you went off of Eddie Murphy's resume. And you went off of Amy Schumer's resume. You said she just sold out the Garden twice. And she's in a hit movie. That's why she got what she got. But is that not her resume? I've had my own talk show. I've done The Parkers. I've done Precious. I'm an Academy Award winning actress. I've done several movies. It's not my resume, but I'm the queen of comedy. I'm one of the queens of comedy. But you don't know what budget I'm going to get in your seats? Make it make sense. Because it's not. So, for Netflix, you tried it. Unfortunately, a lot of people are not going to boycott Netflix like you wanted. It's unfortunate, but we can't. We should, but we can't. I feel like we can't because a lot of us aren't even getting $500,000 for anything. So yeah, like money's money, and your money's different than our money, granted. But it comes down to now, what are we fighting for? Like, are we fighting for your name? Are we fighting for money? Like, if they gave us $20 million, would you just take it? Would you have just taken it? And that would have been it? And everyone else got 30? Or if you got 20 like everyone else, would we be having the same conversation? Is what I didn't fully understand about the Netflix aspect. But about the blackballing aspect, about the money not being the same, about the roles not coming in the way they need to come in, about your reputation being garnered and broken and fucked up. There needs to be a conversation about that. And I feel like I don't know if you're gonna ever get in. And that's the sad part. But hopefully, your story being consistent, you can garner enough support from the other actors and actresses to start putting you in movies, to start just being out there. But never be quiet, never shut up, never stop telling your story, because this is your story. And it deserves to be had. And it deserves to be indulged and dissected. I need you to go on Queen's Radio when Queen's Radio come back on from Nicki Minaj. I need you and Nicki to have a conversation. Because all of your stories are different. Y'all's stories are so similar. Because she was blackballed from radio. And that's why her last era, Queen's era, did not do well. Number-wise. Because it was not on radio. That's why she created Queen's Radio, so she can play her own music since you don't want to play it for me. You're both are strong women, very independent, very smart, very business oriented. Y'all are both true to your craft. And y'all both are in a space where you kind of don't know how to jump into this new day and age of the industry. Because y'all was both brought up in the older generation of the industry. So it would be so dope to hear both your perspectives of living in what I've lived in for years. That's what I want. And that's what we need. So Nicki made that happen. Monique made that happen. Let's get to work. This was Kimi, and I was back with my tea of the day. This was season 3, episode 21. And I thank y'all guys for listening. Hit me up at Kimi Holder on Facebook. No, I Kimi Holder on Facebook and Kimi Holder on Instagram, or Kimi's Tea of the Day on IG, or Kimi's Tea of the Day on Facebook. Find my pages, it's out there. Stream my podcast on anywhere. Google Play, Apple, Amazon, iHeart, Pandora, iTunes. I am everywhere you can find a podcast. Tell a friend and tell a friend. Listen, dissect, let's have fun. It is for us, by us, and let's learn. Let's have fun learning. Let's have fun having these type of conversations. And if you want to work, hit me up. Let me know. And if you enjoyed the content, hit me up and let me know. And tell a friend and tell a friend and tell a friend. Thank y'all. Laters.